Wrestling Gab. That's Felipe. I'm Travis. Looks like we're starting it out with AEW. She does not want to play video games tonight. So we are changing things on the fly and getting things going. But it looks like they're going to start out with Trent Beretta, which was a car back in my day. Remember Berettas?
Walter says, hey Travis, hi Daffy, Tony Schiavone, Taz, and a Caliber on commentary. But Walter didn't win bingo. He came close, but he had fun on Friday. Not going to be here where he's having a movie, so Monday for Raw, he'll be here. Well, I'm sorry you didn't win at bingo, but glad you had fun. And good that you're going to another movie on Friday, Walter.
Ooh.
Walter says in 9 to 5, I'm going to good matches on AEW. He's in the chat as well as his hi. WWE announced today Raw will stay on the USA Network for the final 3 months of the year before they go to Netflix.
Good. Good deal. They're also, they did something with their Saudi Arabia deal where they're either going to have a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania there.
Well, they have to do something to stay with their contract. They fucked them over during the pandemic, so they got to do something to make it better. Might as well do a big pay-per-view there.
Right, I agree. What's that say in the front? Face to face? Is that Christian Cage? Seems weird. Seems weird. Is it not working? Oh, just the side. But it works. But it works. Turn this off. Right. Things like that can't happen.
Anyway, Sophie says the person in charge of Saudi Arabia wants Royal Rumble Romania in their future. Walter says, yes, fight in the AEW crowd.
Yeah,
supposedly they showed a boob earlier.
I'm sure they did.
Not sure if it matters. It's probably a guy or something, so it's probably not even a real boob.
Not that it was a pretty boob, but I'm pretty sure I saw a boob. Oh.
Sophie says Detroit wants Mania in 27 to celebrate Mania 23 and 40 years since the last held Mania. They last held Mania. Ramit Tanijaz in the chat. Hey, Ramit says TNA is thrash, pathetic show, anthem, Access TV should disband. Did their TV show for all former AEW should buy their icon wrestlers for Collision like Moose, Dana Brooks, Nick Nemeth, Crazy Steve, Chris Sabin.
Right. Change it
Oh,
up a
poor
little bit.
TNA. So it says if they do Mania in Saudi Arabia, I wonder how they will do 2 nights of it.
Same way they do it here. I think it'd be fantastic. I love everything in other countries because it'll come on. Unless it's in Australia, we wouldn't like that. But I do like it in other countries.
I mean, the only thing of it is that either they would have to only have a certain... I mean, if it's WrestleMania, let's say, they like to include everybody in it. So it's a participation trophy, so it means absolutely nothing. They'd have to do all 4 nights in Saudi Arabia. So they'd have to do
that would be
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
spectacle.
Monday, all the shows there.
Hall of Fame. It would be a spectacle.
That'd make it hard to do some of that stuff there, because some of those people might not be able to travel that far. That's a really long flight for old broken people to go to. Remember when these guys were friends and they like did everything together, and now they don't?
Yeah. Well, because they hurt Chucky T forever. He's never wrestling again. Supposedly.
But
Trent's a bad guy.
not the leg
He
sweep.
swept the leg.
Let's see. Sophie says HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu announced today that they are all going to merge into one streaming service starting sometime in the summer.
Isn't that the three that are all one already?
No, Max has nothing to do with Plus or Hulu.
Max was involved?
That's what Sophie's saying.
I didn't
That's a
know.
weird thing to include Max in it. Max just merged with what's-her-faces. Whatever
Right.
it was.
Or, Discovery?
Yeah. I don't know why or how they could do that unless Disney owns them.
All I know is I think they're doing it to go after all the money that's being requested by all these other companies. And the reason I say that is because they're going to do a, like, TNT or TBS, whatever, that one, the Turner one.
Mm-hmm.
They're joining another, I don't know why my thing's so loud, I can't concentrate. Anyways, they're trying to make, like, a super sports program
Right,
with a group of them. I think even ESPN's involved.
right.
Maybe Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is because by doing that, they're not bidding against each other.
Right.
And by not bidding against each other, the prices can't go so damn high. And if that's what Disney's doing with the other ones, God bless them. If they can keep the prices of other
They're not going to
things
keep
down.
their prices low, though. That's
Not
the problem.
their prices. The prices of movies, so these places don't keep getting richer and richer and richer. Like the NBA wants like $10 million or $10 billion a season or some shit.
Right,
When they're not worth it.
right.
But if these companies all band together,
So at some point, the FDA is going to get involved in this shit because they're making too big of conglomerations and taking away choices from people. And so it's not going to, at one point, it's just not going to pan out.
right.
So them saying they're going to do it, I don't believe it. I don't know if they'll be able to. They've already merged enough of them as it is and bought out and did this and bought that. And that's the question you have to know is if that's the case and they're going to do that, then if you are grandfathered in to like we are with our phones or cell phone service with Max, what are they going to do? Like completely tell you can't have it now because,
Don't know.
you know?
But obviously
mean-
it's two companies, giant companies working together. So
But it's not. They're not working together.
Well,
One has
unless
to have
one
bought
buy-
out the other one in order for them to merge their streaming services.
Disney's not going to buy out. They don't have the money. It would be vice versa.
Well, that'd be great. Max, if Max did buy out
Right.
Disney and
It'd be
Hulu, that'd be
Discovery.
perfect.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
Disney-
but if it did, that'd be perfect
Oh, of
because
course.
Disney needs to go to shit and go away anyways.
Right. But like I said, that's not happening. Be cool if it did.
Anyways, Walter says AEW Rampage will be Saturday after Collision. Don Callis coming out. Boo. Yeah, he came out right before the commercial break of the picture-in-picture that we're on right now. So it says the Office spinoff has been ordered for Peacock and it will take place on at a newspaper. Everbless is in the chat. Hey, Everbless says, holy crap, guys. Didn't even know it's Wednesday. Happy AEW, guys. Well,
Yeah.
not really
Hump
happy
day.
AEW, more like lame EW. Sophie says, wow, you guys aren't eating anything spicy today like you did on Monday night. Everbless says, another week of shitty week of AEW. I miss the 2020 days of AEW. Sophie says, I saw the replay of your watch along from this past Monday and Travis looked like he was going to die on air.
That stuff is so hot. Like the horseradish. It hits different. It hits like up in your sinuses.
The Chinese hot mustard. Ravi's in the chat. Hey, Ravi says, yo, what's the fraud saying? Quentin Mitchell's also in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, Jerry Lawler is no longer part of WWE.
Nope,
Brandon
he's gone.
Stevens is in the chat as well. Hey, Brandon says, hey, Wrestling Gab. And Ravi says, any good matches?
I have no idea. I didn't even look at the card before we got on.
Brandon.
But right now we got Trent Beretta in there with Orange Cassidy. Starting the show off.
With their friend feud. Brandon says, Brandon Stevens, Mariah May. Ravi says, Disney films are not for me. Dion Spicy Food, LO would send her into the ER. Depends on the spicy food. If it's really spicy, then probably I just won't eat it. Piccolo's in the chat as well. Hey, Piccolo says, how's it going, Gab Gang? Not too bad for a Wednesday, I guess.
Hump day.
Christian Cage and Swerve are going to have a face-to-face in 41 minutes.
Yeah.
According to the tick-down clock. Good thing they
Tick,
told
tick,
us.
Tick, tick, tick. I know. Why would that even be a thing?
They supposedly showed us a...
Oh, look. Kenny Omega's going to have another...
Oh, he's an EVP still?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, they're going to hear from Serena
I
Deeb
did
tonight,
the show
too.
by myself last week, huh? Yeah, that was all on there last week.
Mariah
Harley
May
Cameron.
against Harley Cameron, whoever
Alright.
that is.
Harley Cameron's that really nicely put together woman. That's a crazy.
Oh.
You don't like her face.
Oh, the
but-
one that has the knife, stab,
Yeah.
stab.
Adam Copeland going up against whatever his name is.
Brody King.
Brody.
He's part of the
No DQ.
Black people, whatever it's called,
Yeah,
House
the
of Black.
house.
Robbie says, spicy food doesn't bother me. Cool, good for you. Robbie says, I was going to watch Raw, but decided to sleep instead.
Good
Yeah, you
for you.
probably needed it.
Yeah, I don't even remember Raw very well. This Knicks guy's like grabbing his dick. My dick! I broke my dick! My dick!
Oh, we're not going to get a thing on, a penalty on him?
You're not gonna give him a penalty for touching my
How
dick?
dare you not give him a penalty for hurting me?
But it's my dick.
If I complain enough about my dick, maybe somebody will pay attention to it. Nobody cares about your dick. Not even your woman. She probably don't care either.
Ew.
Sophie says if they do Mania in Saudi Arabia, I could see them doing SmackDown and Raw somewhere else. Blech.
Yeah, it would be hard though. I mean, unless they're pre-recorded, and that's usually their big weekend.
Aoife's in the chat. Hi, Aoife. How you doing tonight?
Uh-oh.
How's life going?
Hey, Aoife.
Robbie says, D, LOL, no video games tonight? No, I wanted
No.
to give my eyes a break. Sophie says Max is going to increase his price again since they just did it last year.
Yeah, that happens. Those places do that. I mean, when ESPN Plus, they raise theirs like $5 a year or whatever for their pay-per-views and stuff. All those places just raise their prices. None of them make a profit, by the way. None of the streaming services have ever been profitable. They want to be, and that's their goal, is to close down everybody else. So they're just drowning all those companies.
Yeah, all it's doing is making them look terrible and also not really working out well for them in this whole shit. People are getting rid of them and not having them. He's like, well, I'll do it too.
Why is Orange Cassidy a cheater?
Well, he did it, so he's going to
Look
do
at that,
it.
he did it. What a cheater. Is he going to win with a cheat? What the? Wow. Hopefully he can look at himself in the mirror.
Sophie says Max is going... Oh, I read that. The Hulu Max Disney Plus news is on TV Line and Insider columns. Yeah, well, we'll see how well it works out for him.
Well, the Hulu, isn't that already with Disney? Isn't that already on their site?
Yeah, they already merged that one. Eva says, life has been interesting, haha. Going through it a bit right now, but it's okay. How are you guys doing? We're doing all right.
Good.
About the same thing, Eva. Life happening and shit, you know. Going through a bit of our own. Ravi says, I did the one chip challenge a few years ago. That was spicy, but I was able to stand it without drinking anything after 5 minutes. Congratulations, Ravi.
What happens after that? Does it bug you all day?
Well, no. If it didn't bother him then, it's not going to bother him all day.
We said for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, you can't drink anything after 5 minutes or the one chip challenge isn't a thing. So you have to take... So the one chip challenge is basically you eat this hot fucking spicy ass chip,
Right.
and then you don't drink anything for 5 minutes. You got to sit there with the spice for 5 minutes before you can drink anything to cool it down. How well can you take it? Can you do it for the whole time?
Oh God, don't hurt him. He can't step up.
Piccolo says, I think no matter way you slice it, if you enjoy something, you will pay for it, no matter the hobby or the programming, etc. Well, Piccolo, let me tell you this much. I enjoy watching things on streaming services, and you know what? I cut the fucking shit out. Because I was tired of paying the fucking prices. So, even if it's something I really, really would want to watch, I just don't even bother anymore. It's just too much money to pay for that shit. But I might just be an exception, I guess. Or a weirdo. So what they're saying is nobody's buying out anybody. They're just going to try to bundle it together. So
Yes.
the streaming services are working to bundle it. So it's dumb as fuck.
It's basically, if they keep doing it, they're all going to just be cable companies.
That's what I meant. Like, they might as well just get fucking cable, you dumb fucks. I told him this shit 10 years ago this shit was going to happen. Right. Everybody in there cutting the cord shit, and I'm like, they're just fucking cutting off their nose to spite their face. They'll all come crawling back to that shit.
They're going to circle back around. Well, the only difference is what Dish and Direct should do, since you're watching it happen right in front of our face, is go immediately to online. Get rid of satellites, get rid of all that. Just be like, look, you can get all this online for cheaper than you can for all these streaming services.
I wonder if Orange Cassidy needed a break from wrestling for a minute.
Got a whooping.
Aoife's like, hope you guys are okay. Yeah, Aoife, it's just, lots of busy stuff happening, other stuff going on. Piccolo says, Aoife, absolutely, we are rolling with the punches. Aoife's like, exactly, Piccolo. Robbie says, these streaming apps take the piss, don't they, on prices? They sure fucking do. Piccolo says, is the 3D printer still moving? Yeah, it's been on for like 20 days, it feels like. Feels like, or is it only while you're live? That's what I told him.
No, it's on all the time.
I told him, I was like, earlier before we started, I was like, tired of listening to it while we're sitting here, and it's only been twice now, and I'm like, over it. Sophie says, wonder how this HBO Max Disney Plus Hulu merger are going to affect AEW.
Hard to say.
Don't care. Piccolo says, remember how Dish Network and DirecTV were the major investments, right?
Right, which they could be again if they went just full.
DirecTV's doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, the cable company around here's already done it. Like, they don't even have boxes. They have, like, these little boxes and everything's online. So you have to have internet in order to even have cable. Where before you didn't even need that.
So do they give you internet when you buy cable now?
I don't know.
For just their service?
I'd have to talk to somebody who actually has that.
Right. Mom used to.
And maybe not. Maybe it's not. Maybe they don't have to have internet. But I would think that if you're going to stream stuff, because that's basically what they're doing is streaming it.
Well, that's
then
what
you'd have to have fucking internet.
Well, that's their thing, right? They own the internet. They can easily just run it
just
through
for
the
that
same cable.
Yeah.
And just charge them for the TV and not the internet part of it.
Aoife says, did you guys see the portal thing from New York to Dublin? There was a portal.
What?
I didn't see a portal thing.
Like they're planning on making an underground bridge?
Did you guys see the portal thing from New York to Dublin? Nope. Ravi says, any recent films you recommend? I have new films lots on my Banduli box. I don't know what kind of films you like, Ravi. Vindicator says, look at Idaho's finest right here. How's it going, guys? How did you hold up on Monday night? Heard through the grapevine that crowd was loud. It put France to shame.
Yeah, facts.
Did it? I didn't even notice. Pico says, we have the Cox affiliate. It's in a bundle here. Yeah. I mean, they do bundles of, like, internet and stuff like that. But I'm talking about if you just call the cable company and want just cable, no internet, their boxes at the place here are basically, like, everything is online, you could say, right? You don't have, like, an actual cable box like you used to that comes through the cable system. So they have it set up. It's just this little tiny box and it's a remote. And you literally have to do everything what you would consider online. So if that's the case, you know, then a lot of people, especially older people, aren't going to be able to really navigate it that well. And if anything ever goes wrong with it, I mean, at least with cable, it was cabled. And so it didn't rely on the internet. But when it relies on the internet, fucking shit can go wrong real fast and not work. And people could be very mad. Like, my shit's not working, you dumb fuckers. Right. Fix my fucking crap, you assholes.
A lot of phone calls.
Sophie says it looks like TNT and TBS could be losing basketball. Well, nobody wants to pay $10 billion to watch stupid shit like we're watching right now. I say get rid of them. Who cares? TNT and TBS might be better off without them. Pico says, and yeah, the prices are hiked when you have so many additional whatchamacallits boxes. Yeah.
Why do you want to get rid of wrestling?
Basketball. They're talking about basketball.
I thought you were talking about this.
It looks like TNT and TBS could be losing basketball. And I said, yeah, because you said it was a $10 billion thing. And it's like, who the fuck wants to pay that shit? Get rid of it. Get rid of it off your bottom line. It probably doesn't. In fact, make the bigger, you know, the CBS and NBC and them buy it and then put it on theirs, because at least their shit people might be actually be able to watch it. Where TBS and TNT, you have to have a cable thing to be able to watch it, or some special streaming shit. Where the other shit, you can just put up fucking rabbit ears and watch the dumb shit. So there you go.
Way higher ratings.
Aoife says, I don't know how to explain it. Laugh my ass off. If you look it up, it's probably in the news. It's like a big FaceTime screen. Well, that's fucking weird. Like,
so you can just see each other?
That's it? Like, you can't walk through it or anything?
Yeah.
Well, that's just dumb. Nobody gives a shit about that. You can do that on your fucking phone.
That would be pretty funny, though. Like, you can just... It's just a screen. You can wave to people in a different city.
It's just
weird.
weird.
Kind of cool sounding.
Pico says, yeah, Ravi, what is your favorite genre or subgenre? Sophie says it will be interesting how the Hulu, Disney Plus, Max bundle will affect whatever shows that are currently on all three streaming. Sounds like it won't, Sophie. Sounds like they're all just going to be their own streaming thing. But what they're going to do is offer a bundle that you could pay $50,000 for a month instead of just $25 a month for each one.
Yeah, and that definitely could be what it is. Like, you're getting just 3 separate ones. I guess I just started reading it to me.
Ravi says, yeah, Dia's right. You do need internet for cable, but back in the day, in the 90s, you didn't need it. People's like, yep, digitally. Yeah, everything's all internet related at this point. So, I mean, I get it that that's what they're doing and stuff like that, but that's just, I mean, that's just going to come to bite them in the asshole at some point. And I'm here for it. I think it's hilarious. Not that I don't like the internet. Love the internet. Grew up with the internet. Grew up with the internet as it was growing itself. So, you know. But I feel like it's... People have let it become their lives, and that's fucked up. Like, you guys need to go out and pet grass. Fucking get off social media. Fucking socialize with real humans instead of fucking garbage on their fucking phones and stuff. Makes y'all dumb assholes, most
Anarchy
of them.
in the arena. No rules.
So he's still, like, got problems or something? Is that why he's in a hospital bed, or is he just faking it at this point?
If he takes any blunt force to his guts, he'll die. He'll have to poop in a bag the rest of his life.
Maybe they should just make him poop in a bag and then put him out there as the bag poop wrestler. He could wrestle that instead. He could wrestle his own bag of shit.
We're going to find out who the fourth member of their team is. Team AEW. So it looks like they're going to do FTR, him, and somebody else against Okada and the Young Bucks and whoever else they have. Oh, Jungle Boy. Wait, he's not one of them?
No, he was saying they're part of it, but and it'll be the FTR and two others, whoever they pick. No, he can't go in it. If he gets hit and he's gonna poop in a bag for the rest of his life, he's not gonna be in a wrestling match. Anyways, Ravi says his genres are comedy, action, thrillers, horror. Piccolo says they want you to not use the smart TV options. They influence you to buy things of their services. Do you like Kevin Hart type comedies? He's asking Ravi. Vindicator says Netflix will ultimately regret bringing on Raw. Well, they're stuck with this shit for fucking 10 years unless they're going to buy out the contract or something.
Oh, that would be huge.
So, fuck them.
Yeah, Raw's going to Netflix. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. She's so gross looking.
She's not built very well, is she?
I guess people think she is. Vin thinks she's looking spectacular. I think she looks like garbage.
I mean, I like her hair.
Doesn't help her face. She still hasn't learned to talk. Sophie says if TBS and TNT lose basketball, I wonder what sport will fill that spot. Hockey, other
You know the
stuff,
sad part about it that nobody's talking about is one of the best basketball shows in the world, one of the best sports shows in the world, is Charles Barkley and one bald white dude that's been there forever, and Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaq. That shit's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's gone if they leave. Like, there's no point in having it.
Nope. Picola says international beer pong and flip cup. Exactly, Picola. Aoife says, yes, you can wave at people on the other side. So random how a woman was arrested in Dublin because she was hammered and trying to go into it, I think. Yeah, it's probably cost quite a bit of money, so yeah. Picola says, oh, and pickleball, definitely. Robbie says, Cola, I don't mind Kevin Hart. Picola says, man from Toronto, it's pretty funny. Picola says, is that current enough? Picola says, I haven't kept up with new action movies.
I've heard of that one, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that one. Beekeeper, good. Yeah, we saw Beekeeper, Picola. I thought it was good, but it's kind of up my genre of stuff that I like, so I liked it.
It's an okay movie, right? Like, it's a good movie. He just kills a lot of people, I feel, that aren't that
action.
guilty.
It's just action shit.
Like, why are you killing people?
Aoife says, oh, also I'm going to America next year, hopefully to work in a summer camp, like the Camp America thing. Oh, what area are you going to be going to, Aoife? Do you know that part yet? Sophie says, I feel bad for all the old people that only have Netflix because they are missing out on good shows and movies that are on different streaming services. Picola says, work on your garden, water your plants and veggies. Just like old Picola. Exactly. Quentin says, Me TV Network announced the next month Me TV Tunes is coming, featuring classic shows from WB, Discovery, and the Ghostbusters classic cartoon is on the schedule.
Oh, that's cool. That's always a good one.
Sophie says, I think this bundle is good because it could be much easier to find shows or movies. And Picola says, Travis, in their prime, Boop, Mary, Kill, Pamela Anderson, Jenny McCarthy, Carmen Electra.
That's a star-studded cast right there. I'd probably get rid of, I'm not going to say kill anybody, but I'd get rid of Carmen Electra. And then I guess, what's the other two? Kill and Mary? Or
fucking Mary.
Jenny McCarthy, and then probably Mary, Pamela Anderson.
Robbie says the internet is cool because I got to meet you guys through it. But yeah, a lot of people live on the net, especially on social media, but better to socialize for real.
Oh, yeah.
Piccolo says, yeah, Inside the NBA has been going since I was a teen and biggest basketball fan back in the day.
Loved it. I mean, it's always been good. I don't know. The NBA used to be a cash cow, and it's just not anymore. They don't make the money that they used to in the golden ages, you know, with Jordan. And it's not because of Michael Jordan, by the way. I mean, obviously that was a huge thing. It's because the game kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to say it's terrible or anything, because I know people like it, but I was listening to Gilbert Arenas, and he said something that sounds very racist, but it's so true when he explains it. So in the 80s and 90s, when the European basketball players would show up, they couldn't play. They could play, but they just couldn't play at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to change the game to threes, so a deep shot, spacing, and no defense. So they got rid of hand checking, they got rid of defense, and now you're seeing the European players starting to dominate a little bit.
Right.
And now they say, well, it's going to be like a European league in the next 5 years. That's the problem. And I don't want to say it's the Europeans, but in America, you never heard anybody talk about how weak the defense was. But you would hear in Europe how they didn't play very good defense. And now you're seeing it, that there's no defense allowed in basketball. And so it's like a game goes to 140 fucking points. Nobody wants to watch a 140-point game. I want to see an 89-93 game.
Right.
Or less, 75-80. What the? I feel like I lost you. Yeah.
Nope.
He doesn't want to get back together with Trent.
Yeah. Not Trent.
All right, here comes Mariah May. Now, if you guys like Pretty Women, turn it to TBS. There's 2 of them. You don't see this very often in the Tony Khan world.
Sophie says if NBC gets NBA basketball, who knows what the post or pre-shows for those basketball games will look like. Aoife says, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. We get to choose. We get 30-day travel after it, though. So if I don't get somewhere cool, I can always go after. As long as I don't get eaten alive by bugs, I don't mind where it is. Well, that'll depend on where you go and what time of the year it is at that place. So
make some noise.
She's a very giant forehead.
She reminds me of a Stacy Keibler face.
You know what she really reminds me of? She reminds me of Tim Burton character Sally off of A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh. I've probably seen it. Was she a skeleton?
No, she was a doll that was stitched together by the evil scientist.
All right, we're underway. Might want to watch this one in slow motion so it lasts. She's not right. That is weird that Tony's just going after her like that. Like he knows her. If she's crazy or psychopath. I could see it. Might be who she's trying to be like. They're going to California.
Sophie says, F, Mary, kill. This is for D. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and Kevin Hart. Gross.
Right.
Can I just get rid of all of them? Because I'm not interested in any of them. Who goes like, LOL, I was avoiding the F term. Booping, okay? Whatever. It's called fucking screwing.
Hooking up.
Hooking up.
Hey, there's that girl that was showing her boob earlier.
Pico says, oh, Gil keeps it real. I watched his pod at time. Nice. Sophie says, so Charles Barkley could finally be retired if NBA does go to the NBC.
Yeah.
That or if they take the show with them. Who knows?
No, there's no way they're... Ernie Sanders. There's no way they're getting rid of Ernie Sanders. He's too important to TBS. They'll have the NCAA still. They'll do other things.
Bravi says, who are these two fraudulent women in the ring? Piccolo says, right, he has a point. Since the game has globally spread, you have guys like Dirk, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Luka,
Yeah.
to name a few, turn the game into a big-time Euro League. Vindicator says, all right, Travis, time for some hot girl. Graps right here, Mariah versus Harley. Who you got?
Ooh, I think everybody wins.
Piccolo says, LOL, Aoife, don't come here to Florida unless you're prepared for humidity and mosquitoes.
And you might get bit by more than a bug. They have alligators.
Aoife says it starts in June, I think, and is on for 8 weeks, like the camp part.
Oh,
Aoife's
really
like,
cool.
and the alligators, Piccolo. Piccolo's like, gators are everywhere. Sheesh.
Wait, so you
True,
are
they
leaving in
aren't.
less than a month, but you don't know where you're going?
No, this is next year.
Oh,
not
that's
this
right.
year.
Okay, never mind.
It's for next
So
year.
it's 13 months. Okay,
So
never
next year,
Never mind.
they're not sure. Not sure. They get to choose, kind of thing. Pico says it do be like that though. Well, Aoife, I guess when it happens, you'll have to let us know where you're going, and at least somebody in the chat, somewhere, can at least give you some pointers on stuff, so you'll be prepared. Pico's like, WTF. Aoife says, I've never seen one in person before. I'd definitely cry if I saw one near me. They don't just like sneak up on you like if you're in the middle of a grocery store or something. I highly doubt they're going to put a camp for kids or anything like that, or adults or whatever, in the middle of the Everglades of fucking Florida swamps. Or Louisiana or Georgia or any other place in that area that gators can go to. It's not just Florida, people. Pickle's like, nobody is attractive in that group, Sophie. Pickle's like, at least say Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, and Chris Pratt.
Better.
I mean, it's better, but...
Who was the other one? It was Chris Rock and Adam Sandler.
It was Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, all of them are comedians, and... I mean...
Adam Sandler, I guess, would be the
Adam
married.
Sandler would be a marriage one, I guess. Kevin Hart, just get rid of him, because I don't think I could stand him. He's too far up The Rock's asshole for me to want anything to do with him. And Chris Rock is pretty funny. I guess he'd be alright to screw one time. Might have to go slit my wrist afterwards, but I guess. It's just not my cup of tea. Pico says, oh, the Ryan Gosling stuff. Aoife says, yeah, haha. I'll be sure to come here for advice. I might end up in Idaho. You never know. You never know. Doubt it. If they're doing any kind of camp stuff, you won't be in Idaho.
I mean, obviously, there's nothing but forests, but...
Yeah, but they would put you on East Coast forests. They're different there. I mean, it'd be like probably North Carolina type areas and stuff like that.
Hang out with the black bears.
But Ravi says, I never heard of these two scrubs in the ring. What's wrong with alligators? Nothing's wrong with alligators, Ravi. Not one thing.
No.
Crocodiles, alligators.
I want one.
Who wouldn't? Piccolo says, haha, for Travis. Kristen Wiig Melissa McCarthy, and Catherine Hahn.
Melissa McCarthy, that's the funny one.
That's
right?
the funny one.
I don't know the other two, though.
I figured you went. Kristen Wiig is, she's that blonde in Bridesmaids.
The funny one? Like the main character?
Yeah. So it's her, yeah. So her, Kristen Wiig. And then, I don't know, Catherine. I don't know her. Oh, she's the one in Bad Moms that goes around trying to fuck everybody.
Oh, yeah. She's getting married. I always like that girl. She's funny. Step Brothers or whatever.
So...
That's so hard.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn. Yeah,
she's funny.
She's pretty funny. Well, they're all pretty funny. I mean, Kristen Wiig's a little but most of them are
Right.
pretty funny.
Obviously, probably screwing the blonde.
Wig,
Yeah. Although,
the skinny one.
yeah. But
Getting rid of
McCarthy's-
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, even though she's funny as fuck. I don't know if I'd want
And
to
she is married and has kids, so you know that she's a good family person because she's been married to the same guy, and he's not the best looking guy in the world, and she's been married to him for fucking over 20 years or some shit. Piccolo says teeth. Huge teeth. Teeth, yes,
Yeah.
teeth. Aoife says people have been placed in, like, New York, Texas, Louisiana, all over the place. It seems to be interesting to see where I go. It looks so cool on TikTok. But it's meant to be, like, really, really hard work. Well, of course it's going to be hard work. It's not all fun and games.
Don't go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Don't go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Just kidding. That's a movie. But it's hilarious.
They might have a real Camp Crystal Lake for all we know.
I guarantee there is. There's one here. I've been to it a couple times. Well, it's called Crystal Lake, not Camp Crystal Lake.
I've never really heard of the Camp America thing. But I can imagine if it's a summer camp, it's not going to be all fun and games. It's going to be hard. I mean, of course it's going to be hard work. But you're a really hard worker, so it's fine. You'll be able to do it. And if it's outdoorsy stuff, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, what do you get out of it? Like, what is it supposed to do? Like, just give you another, what you would call it?
Experience? Like
I guess.
life experience?
Worldly experience or something? Feels like in the Scarlet Witch show, she's a witch. Can't remember her character name. Scarlet Witch show, huh? Vindicator says my girl Mariah doing good.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it paused. And ours just started where it left off, so we're probably behind.
Right.
But yeah, our TV went off, our internet went off.
And it's showing that we're back streaming because the
Yeah, it said
chat's
reconnected
not
there.
connected, so that's why I'm asking. That's all.
Just says it's excellent connection.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it's not working. See? Oh wait, hold on. Whoa! Do you want me to just start over?
I don't think that's gonna redo it, is it? I mean, I don't even know how you would get it to come up. You know, like refresh it? I don't think that's a thing, right?
No, I'd have to start it over, I believe. Hey, look, House Dragon. There, I refreshed it, and it's working. Hello!
There we go. Hopefully the chat comes back up. Hopefully you guys didn't go away too far.
Hello, governors!
Stopping like a millisecond every second. Sorry.
Is it working better now? Hey, look, Tony got a pretty woman in the back. It's rare. Which one? Is that the old one?
That is the old one because it's still saying it's not connected. There.
Ta-da!
Anyways, let's see. Piccolo was just saying that his friend does that stuff that Aoife's talking about. Vindicator says tired of Saraya doing her same crap, attacking people after the match. She doesn't wrestle. What good is she? She needs to be released. She has a broken neck. She shouldn't even have been put in the ring to do anything in the first place. I already told you guys she was a waste of time. Piccolo is like Agatha. Oh, that's her name in the witch thing? Cool. Aoife says it's more of the experience and the way the visa is. You get travel and all the minimum pay is $2,000, but that's all going to go on traveling after camp, I presume. Nice. Piccolo says she worked for the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama, and worked as a tour guide in the Grand Canyon.
Oh, wow.
I bet that was way cool. Did she work with the mules, like, as a tour guide? Did she, like, take people, like, on walking tours, like, down? Or did she do the mules down into the canyon? Or was it just, like, or was she just down in the base? Or was she above for the tour guide stuff? Just out of curiosity. If you know. If you don't, it's fine. Ravi says, that guy in black seems so self-assured. Aoife says, oh, I thought that was my internet because it kept freezing. It seems okay now. No, it was us. Sorry. Ravi says, what a deadbeat like Edge gonna do? I don't know. Look like he's on crack? He seems to be good at that.
Meth, not even once.
Matt Cowboy Galligan in the chat. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Says, hello.
Hello.
Ravi says, hello, governor. Piccolo's like, oh, I have no clue. Oh, okay. I was just curious. I would think there's a lot of stuff you could do with
41 minutes has passed. It's next after the break.
What is it? The swerve and whatchamacallit?
I'm going to see if I can't leave and come back. Since it started right where it left off. Boom. Are you texting cool people?
What's that?
I said, are you texting cool people?
Oh, I was just talking to Piccolo, telling him that about the internet stuff, and then we were talking about something else. Oh, he was saying on Friday why he wasn't here. He got all drunk, and I was like, that's all right. It's cool.
It's the way to do it. It'll help you watch SmackDown, too. It's good. Jalen Brunson.
Sounds gross.
His name?
No, the name of that soda weird stuff or whatever. Ravi says, Edge, how long can he keep wrestling before he realizes that he's done?
Forever, man. Ric Flair's still doing it. Well, up until a year ago. He just needs a wife that'll sit him down and be like, look, you got kids. They live in Canada.
Right? Oh, so the story time. Yes, story time. Pico's got a funny story that happened on Friday. Since they got drunk for Cinco de Mayo partying and all that fun stuff.
I forgot about that.
I don't want to keep it a secret or hush. Ravi says, but it's embarrassing to keep going when he's washed. Well, Tony Khan doesn't seem to think he is. I mean, they're giving him a chance. So did WWE, and then he decided to leave. Who knows? People's like, yeah, did you know about the South Florida incident? South Florida incident. No, I guess not. Like something that just barely happened? Are you talking about, like, do you know anything about it? I don't watch a lot of news, Picola, so I really couldn't even remotely Pickle says, I believe when I was hanging out day drinking. Oh no. Robbie says, oh, D saying something nice about Edge. Wow, shut the front door. I didn't say something nice about him. You said, it's embarrassing to keep going when he's washed. And I said, well, they don't seem to think he is. Tony Khan's hired him. And he was with WWE until he decided to quit. So, they seem to think he's not, I guess. I don't fucking care. I think he's a... I don't like him. So, you can tease me about it all you want, dude. But, whatever.
Where's this guy? He didn't bring his guy. His hype man.
King Nana. Na-na-na-na-na-na. King Nana-na-na. King Nana. Or whatever his name is. Nana. Pickle's like, okay, let me do one thing at a time. Yeah, one thing at a time. Give us the South incident. The South Florida incident. Alright, here it is. Pickle says, haha, Ric Flair was in Gainesville. He was acting obnoxious and tweeted that he will never come back to this restaurant due to their disrespect, but in actuality, he was pissed drunk and wooing all over. Gross. It's almost like he's just ejaculating everywhere every time he woos.
Woo!
That's all I can think about is that's what he's doing.
Poor Rick.
Oh, that's why they're having a fight. Why did he tear his hair out? That's creepy.
I forgot you weren't here last Wednesday, but I remembered all that I was here by myself live.
Robbie's like, is the news all propaganda? I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
Piccolo says he may have hit on a grandmother or something like that. At least it was a grandmother and not a 17-year-old girl. Right?
Want to go to Magic Mountain? Woo! Woo! Woo!
I mean, it could have been worse, I suppose. And then Pico goes, but as for me, I may have been solicited. Oh, no. Oh, no. Were you hit on by a hooker? Or was she a lady of the night?
It's awesome.
I was like, Cage going to be a new champ. Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't think so. Not happening.
Pico says, the lady just happened to sit up at the bar with me and my Air Force buddy. Yeah, she just happened to. What do you call those? The high-end ones?
Call girl?
A call girl? Got hit in by a call girl?
$500. I want $10.
$10? The hooker you ass punched last
You're
night.
going to give me $500? No, you
You're
give me...
give
oh,
me
no.
$500.
You're misunderstanding. You pay me $10.
Pico says, in broad light, she was talking about leaving Houston, and she mentioned her room and looking for a date, blah, blah, blah. And we had taken 3 rounds of shots. Oh, shit. Well, at least you were smart enough to not go home with her in her room, I guess. So you could be taken advantage of and get told it's $500. Robbie's like, call girls, do you get better service the more money you spend?
Probably not.
I have no idea. I've never met one.
I would say no, but you're getting better things to look at. You know, like a toothless hooker might cost you $20. I don't know.
But you might get better service from her.
Right.
Especially if she's toothless.
Right. So if you close your eyes, it might be better. But if you want your eyes open with the lights on, then you're probably going to want to spend more.
Yep.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it depends on how high class you want to go in the looks department. Piccolo says the bartender, who was barely 22, had to cut her off. Then we talked about, bruh, was she trying to pick me up? Maybe. Or Or was she trying to get you to take her home so she could get $500 from you? Because she was a lady of the night. Or was she a he? Robbie says, oh, toothless. Oh, imagine that. Well, you know. Crack will do that to you, I guess.
Was she pretty like Nyla Rose or like Dylan Mulvaney?
Poor people. It's a good thing we weren't there with you, buddy. We would have had to pull a Crocodile Dundee on her.
Ooh, all right, she's fine.
Oh, is that how they greet people in Australia? They have different customs in Australia. No, that's no. Pico's like, she was African American, more like BFAB. She was black. That's cool. She's like BFAB then, man. She need to put some meat on her bones. Robbie's like, Cola getting into some wild situations. Sounds like it. Definitely a lady of the night. Pico's like, but not so, I don't know, athletic.
Why are everybody
Crackish.
referring to this? What is the name of the song that was the diss track that's so famous right now? I wanted to listen to it, but I don't know the name of it.
There's a
But they brought it up too, yeah. The Kendrick Lamar about Drake. They just brought it up too. It was on Monday. Now they're doing...
I have absolutely no idea. Robbie's like, what's this feud all about? Championships? I don't know. Walter says, okay,
Hopefully
bye guys.
Swerve
See you
has a
Monday
dad.
for Raw. Bye, Walter.
Hey, Clyde Fraser.
Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your movie on Friday. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. I don't know if you have a mom, but happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Is that this weekend?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is Sunday. Piccolo says, take care, Walter. Robbie says, was it a he, she? I don't know. That's what we all want to know. Piccolo says, I didn't get that far.
Trust me, you don't want to get that far.
You don't want to get that far because it wouldn't be a Crocodile Dundee situation. You would have already been taking her home. Lola, you know.
She was a show. The other one, though.
Yeah, it's not Lola. It's the other one.
Oh, shit. We knew that was coming.
It's funny.
I was like, why would he
always
align
have that.
himself with heels?
I don't know why he would put himself with any of those people. That's just strange. It's a weird.
Now it's literally 5-on-1. This guy should go to WWE, play in the Bloodline.
No, it is Lola. It's just a different song.
It is a Lola song, but I can't remember how it works.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
She walked up to me and he asked me to dance. And it's just right there. Chance with the Lola. Dun, 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 Lola. Look like a man. Lola. Dun, 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 dun. Robbie says, "Oh, you didn't notice the camel toe or Adam's apple cola?"
Dear God.
Sounds like Piccolo wasn't that interested to check out that far into the situation.
That light's off. And so we look dark.
Oh, yeah, he must have tried to jump up there or something.
And I forgot I did something else. Oh, not with that.
Oh.
Drop his ash.
Drop the butthole. Drop it.
I forgot because I was putting you on camera, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And so I faded us a little bit. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the one by the Kinks.
They're so kinky. There. Now we're normal. If you're into normal looking. I thought it was the light. That'll look better. I thought it was just dark in here.
Robbie said song by the King. Yeah, it's the one by the Kinks, not the singing by Barry Manilow. He has a song? A Lola song?
He has a Mandy song. I don't know about
I was like,
Lola
yeah.
song.
I've never. The only one I know of that's that is her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. I don't know if that's a Barry Manilow song though, but it might not be Lola. It could be something else too. Because like, is the two wrestling pay-per-views happening on the same weekend?
I know.
Yeah, they are. He asked if it was. Yeah, they are.
Are we talking about the one like coming up in like September or whatever?
I don't know.
I know that there's 3 in like 6 days.
Right.
Because they have All In and All Out, and WWF has something at that time too. In Germany, I think. The Bash in Berlin. They didn't break your chair, dude. Where am I supposed to sit now? In your chair?
Who asked about where they were sitting?
The bald guy.
Don Callis?
Yeah. He's like, where do I sit now? In your chair?
I hope in a chair. It's right there, you weirdo. You just don't get a table.
Right? Can't sit down without a table? Oh, God. Boo. I wonder how tall this thing's gonna get. It's supposed to be a dice storage container. But it seems to be stupid. Still an hour left.
Does it have a lid?
It's right there. I've been playing with it.
Oh.
I already made that, but it might be the wrong size, so. Because I didn't understand what they meant by 1.5. And so I just added 1.5, so it was 55 millimeters. So I went 56.5 millimeters, but I think it's actually supposed to be like 110%. Like 1.5 would be 1.5. I don't know. Anyways, that's, oh God. I just looked up, don't look up.
I unfortunately did already, and it pressed me. I almost puked.
Ooh.
Robbie says, yeah, that's Barry Manilow. Willow, is she any good in the ring?
No.
I don't think so, but, I mean, other people are big fans, so. Pico says, oh, I was talking about Double or Nothing and King, Queen of the Ring. Oh, no.
Is that the same weekend, too?
Maybe? I don't know.
I'll look. Yeah, it is. King of the Ring Saturday, and then Sunday is the Double or Nothing. 25th and 26th.
So it is the same weekend
Yeah, coming up.
of this month?
Yeah.
Ugh. Barf. What a horrible weekend.
This girl needs to cover her gross-ass boobies.
Is that Memorial weekend then? It is, huh?
I don't know, man. Holidays.
Yeah, it's Memorial weekend.
Memorial, the last Monday of the May.
No. Because that would make it go to the very next weekend, right? Or, yeah, the 28th or something like that? 29th? 27th?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm just
27th of May?
That's what I said. Is it the last Monday of May?
Does yours not show you what it is?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's last Monday. So the 27th. So yeah, it's that weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It says Memorial Day right there. It's a public holiday.
It's public.
The Mr. Belt Collector. The Switchblade. These guys have way too many belts. What's this other belt they have now? Why do they have 3 sets of belts? Did they go win another set of triple tag team
Fuck
thing?
if I know what their thing is or why it's happening in my life. Robbie says, Willow, what's her finishing move? I don't know.
The boar. She just bores you to death. To be honest, I have no idea. I'm not a huge fan. Not even a little fan. Rocky
People's like
Romero.
confusing as fuck, right? All sorts of confusing. Vindicator says, so the swerve angle they did feels like when Jey Uso was kicked out of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Cool, even though he wasn't in either group, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Look how tiny this guy is. Why is he in a ring?
I don't know.
Oh, Rocky threw a punch. He already beat him. It's over.
Vindicator says, I understand it because the group felt ignored by Swerve, but I don't like them copying that other company.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't in the group.
I didn't even think he was in their group.
Is that Princess Nana's group? Or Prince Nana, whatever.
Prince Nana.
It could be, I guess.
I guess.
I've seen him with other people before.
Yeah, maybe. Cage and them.
Yeah.
I didn't think so, but maybe. I don't know. Rob is like, Vin in the house watch his favorite wrestling show. Supposedly.
August 25th. God. Is that the same weekend as fucking...
Wembley Stadium. August 25th. Thought that was the one that was the all-in or all-out crap.
Yeah,
was
looking.
that weekend.
I was just making sure it wasn't Survivor Series. Or not Survivor Series, but SummerSlam. When the hell's SummerSlam?
I don't remember. July? Didn't they change it?
No, it's going to be in August, I thought.
Piccola says the moguls. Yep, Cage was with them Tongan guys and Swerve too. Huh, okay. Robbie's like, Vin, what you been up to? And Vindicator says, hey, Robbie.
August 3rd.
Oh, it was earlier in the month.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Scared me. But it's the weekend after Bash. The weekend after is the Bash of the Berlin. So, all in on the 25th, and then the next weekend is the Germany pay-per-view, the Bash in Berlin,
Oh, okay.
and AEW All Out.
Oh. So they have... so WWE has 2 in August.
And so does... well, AEW doesn't, because it's the first.
August and then September.
Yeah, because it's the first.
Right, then, yeah.
But they're back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Said so.
Mikey likes it.
Vindicator says working and partying might plan a vacation to Paris. Ask them why the hell their countrymen played sing along at Backlash. LOL. They don't even know, I'm sure.
Hilarious.
So fucking funny. Not really.
You know, I don't even know how I know who she is.
I never listened to her music.
I know I didn't. I don't know one of her songs. All I know is that one day she was just famous, and people were talking about how great she was, and I was like, who the fuck is that? But she was already dead, I think, and I'm like,
oh.
So why is she famous?
She actually got kind of popular before she died. So
I haven't really listened to the radio since like 2002.
I know. I'm just saying she was kind of popular in talking about before she passed away. And then there was a lot of controversy around her death. That's why. Like it was like one of the big things like nowadays it's just so normal for them to like overdose on drugs and die in hotel rooms and shit like that. And it wasn't for her. Like during that time period, it was just kind of like still kind of it just didn't happen that often kind of thing with them. Amy Winehouse, Picola, we're talking about Amy Winehouse. I don't think so.
Like Michael, because they killed Michael.
Yeah. She was just she was a druggie, alcoholic, something like that. I mean, she didn't die until 2011, so it's only been, you know.
Yeah, the only reason I know that is because of that Neil Patrick Harris party was in the early part of.
Yeah. Vindicator says Leopold not taking chances on the table tonight with that printer going. No, he'll sit there and watch it.
He loves it.
No, he's just on my lap. If I'm here, he's always on my lap. Yeah, she had like an alcohol problem, so.
Only time I have alcohol problems when I don't have one in my hand.
So funny. She like supposedly had like a different type of voice, so that's why.
Cool.
But you wouldn't have ever really listened to her because a lot of her stuff was like soul, rhythm and blues, reggae, jazz kind of stuff.
Reggae.
Like. She didn't really, yeah. I think the only one I ever heard that I kind of remember is
Shaggy?
Rehab. She did the song called Rehab.
They call me Mr. Boombastic.
Right?
Wasn't me.
But yeah.
Rehab. Oh, look at all those dogs. Look.
Those are all Frenchies.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They just released the hounds.
When he saw them dogs, they're all making fun of him, freaking out about the dogs. It's funny. They're all being mean to him about it. That's hilarious.
Who was scared of the dogs? Just some kid?
Lenny. No, the guy that they showed.
I have a feeling Rocky's not going to win this match because Rocky shouldn't be in a wrestling ring. How can Rocky win a shot at a trios championship by himself? That doesn't make sense.
Guess not.
Poor Rocky. Oh, here's Sister Abigail. And he got it. Uno, dos, and tres. He pinned him with one finger.
One finger, huh?
See his finger? Still holding it.
Like a weirdo. That's just weird.
And then he kissed him. Man love. They call that man love. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. What the hell's the unified titles? The other one is the unified titles.
Okay, that's weird. Vindicator says, carry around 3 tag belts looks bad, but still more logical than carrying 2 sets of belts in the same company like the Usos did for a year than the Judgmentals.
In fact. Uh-oh, here comes the orc. Look at all the belts.
Silly.
The Bang Bang Gang. Bang Bang Gang. Is that your favorite gang?
No, they're gross. I don't like any of
What's
them.
your favorite gang?
I don't like any of them.
You don't like any gang?
No.
No Bloods, no Crips, nothing?
No.
What about, like Hell's Angels? Or the
No.
Mongrels?
None of them.
What are the ones here?
I don't know.
The Empties?
Is that what they're called? Sounds even stupider. Pico says, I honestly don't defend anyone on AEW anymore. Me neither. Vindicator said, oh yeah, Travis, I saw NXT is starting their qualifier matches next week for the new Women's North American title. You happy about it?
It's fine. I haven't watched anything on NXT for...
NXT have enough
over a
women
month.
that it would be fine.
Yeah, they're fully loaded with
And they
women.
don't have tag team titles anymore, so it's fine. So who is playing her, I guess?
I don't know. Batgirl.
Right?
CGI.
Quentin
One
Mitchell,
day.
right? AI. Quentin Mitchell says Pac trimmed his hair. What? Pico says perhaps if they pull some great angle by Allin, I may become invested. It's not gonna happen. Vindicator says AEW doing just fine. They actually get crowd reactions. That's because they only have like 10 people in the crowd. Vindicator says, let me clarify. Weekly American crowd reactions. Once again, it's because they do it in high school gymnasiums and have like 10 people in the crowd. It's easy to get reactions from that. It's easy to get a reaction from 10 people than it is from thousands of people.
Fact.
Doug Flutie looks terrible. Poor guy.
Old, isn't he?
I know, but he looks awful. Supposedly for taking that step, he looks terrible. Maybe he should not.
Flutie Flakes. He used to have Wheaties. His own Wheaties.
Yeah.
The Flutie Flakes.
Pugla says the quitter who shall not be named. That's right, the quitter. Yeah, Vindicator says it because they care about the product. WWE puts their crowds to sleep. Sure, Vin. That's why they just give away their tickets for free. Because they can't, make enough money. The only reason why they're still in business is because of Tony Khan's dad. He owns it.
His name is Shad.
Mr. Shad Khan.
He'll sell it to Vince. Then everybody will go crazy. Can you imagine the crying? It'd
The
be like
crying.
when Trump won the election. Remember that? Like all those people that cried and stuff?
It's awful.
You'd have that
Going
but
to crap.
with wrestling fans.
I'm never watching wrestling again, they'd say. And then watch it anyways and complain about it because they're retarded.
That's exactly what they do. It's so funny. I see people on Twitter all the time complain about AEW. I'm like, well, then why do you watch it?
Piccola says, hope she's salty as fuck while her bestie is getting serenaded by 50,000 French mofos. The one that she made quit with her. The other quitter.
The Learning Tree. Is this your favorite group?
No.
I just like anything that Jericho's in.
Do you? Is that what you do now?
Because he's a wizard.
Mm. This is the crap you had to watch last Wednesday? Ugh.
Oh my god, dude.
Seriously?
Yes.
Jesus. Wow.
Those were hockey pucks. And they just threw them at each other's faces. Like, the other dude was bloody. It was just like, why are you throwing hockey pucks at each
People
other?
says, my baby mama. Your baby mama? I think that
fuck?
Jericho needs to go back to wearing pants because the whole, like, man panty thing is really gross on him.
Why are they showing nobodies? It's like a Daniel Bryan clone and some other dude. What's under his boot?
A Band-Aid.
Oh, okay.
Vindicator says playing money to show and sit on your ass and drool is worse than getting free tickets and enjoying what you're watching by responding accordingly. Well, they probably don't. They probably don't even know. They probably are like, oh, what are you giving me tickets for? Oh, this is stupid. Like, we just need you to come in and cheer or fill in the seats. Pickle's like, ew. Yeah, ew. Indeed. Yeah, Jericho really needs to go back to wearing just pants. It's disgusting.
Look at this. He's 7 foot tall and you can't even teach that.
No. You can't.
I don't remember where I heard that, but somebody told me that.
It was a really short, weird-looking guy who is now irrelevant in life and wrestling.
Poor guy. Uh-oh, here comes Daniel Bryan. Actually, I think that guy might be bigger than Daniel Bryan.
Well, he's fatter for sure. I might be a little taller.
Bill's killing everybody. He's goated. Uh-oh. Little sidewalk slam. Uh-oh, choke slam.
It's like, and wedgie
grab
with
your
my
taint.
finger up your butthole.
And then touch my eyes with it.
Gross. Pink eye, dude. Pink eye. He's probably been farting in
Watch
those
this one.
shorts.
He's going to get Daniel all up in there too, see?
Yeah, and his thumb up his butthole.
He's
This
too
is
much
nasty.
man. No Diddy.
7 feet tall and long arms. You can't teach that. Vindicator says, I wish Big Bill would align himself with Swerve, who needs protection now, and drop Jericho so he can retire.
Put them together. Put Jericho in the group. Jericho can win the title. Just kidding. More outrage.
More outrage!
Are they going to bring in Brock Lesnar to win the championship?
I don't know.
Bobby Lashley, world champion.
Right?
Brock. Big E, world champion.
Mm.
Brock. Oh, Kofi Kingston, world champion. Brock. Swerve champion. He's like, oh, fuck.
No.
It's Brock. Then spies the company and walks down to the ring with Brock. They would be like, yeah, fuck. I just love to see it, just so I can get on Twitter and stare at the fucking chaos that would unfold. Everybody there's been cut by Vince.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be like, Sasha Banks in the back. I got a 5-year contract.
What do I do? Mwah, quitter.
I'm going to inject my company with poison. He brings back the NWO. One's dead. The other two are basically crippled.
They could go down there and they're rascals.
Hogan and Nash. I don't think Nash can fit on a rascal. It'll have to be like a Harley. It's a Harley-sized rascal.
He could have a golf cart. It's fine.
Yeah. Not to mention Hogan was 6'6" in his day. Might be 6'1" now, but... They come out in a golf cart.
This is dumb. I hate everything about it. So it was like, how has AEW been?
Why is Jericho being, like, overly nice?
I don't know. I think he forgot to keep going to the gym. He's starting to get, like, bat wings like old ladies.
I feel like he's, manic.
Oh, great. Vindicator says show has moved along quickly, though. Main event time already. Who you think is winning, Travis? Copeland or Brody?
Copeland?
Vindicator says, great, Sophie. Superior as usual to Raw and whatever crap SmackDown has coming up. Hopefully he didn't leave anything out for the puppy to chew all over.
I'm sure there's plenty out there for him to chew all over. He's been pretty good lately. Like, he's laser in his depression. But...
He lays in his depression? You think that him almost becoming a year old lady starting to get all calm?
No.
Not be a freak?
No, he'll chew on stuff because he's like, I didn't know I did it.
He's the one they're making fun of with the puppies.
Yeah. Kenny the Jet Smith.
Yeah.
Look, he's with the doctor. That's the doctor. His name's Dr. J. Oh my god.
Sounds stupid to me. Oh, wow, 20%. That's it.
20%'s a lot.
Not really. For jewelry?
Well, period. Huh? I guess it depends on what their up is.
20%. Probably more than that.
I was going to say it's probably 70. I feel like they screwed humans by making the African diamonds illegal.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And it wasn't because of the
rarity of them, or murdering, or blood diamond shit.
Yeah, remember that whole thing?
Right.
And so now they're hard to find, blah, blah, blah. They're not hard to find. Now if you find an African diamond, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hello, let's ruin a whole entire continent.
Why are they only showing women drinking it? What are you guys trying to say?
No women. I guess to put that light in that skull, I was supposed to pause it and put it in while it was printing.
Oh, so you can't do it otherwise?
Yeah. I mean, I can, obviously. I just have to figure out a light and then just drill to that hole, because I know where the hole is.
Mm-hmm.
I stuck a piece of copper wire up in there, so I know where it's at.
Vindicator says Copeland looks more rejuvenated now than his ending contract days in the other place last year and finishing things off with Wellmus.
Wellmus, yeah. That's Sheamus.
Oh.
That.
Pico says it's time for the main event. That's what they are saying.
Here he comes. I have a hard time believing he weighs 241 pounds.
Could. I was going to look up something. What was it? What was on just a second ago that we were talking about?
I was talking about the lights in that skull.
Before that.
Kenny the Jet Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Winehouse.
No, it was just right before you started yapping about the skull. Vindicator says, I am disappointed they haven't done with Brody since he was in the Continental Tournament. Done much with him. Well, why would they? He's part of a group. So. Oh, shit.
Violence.
Is he the number one in violence?
Copeland went to a dark place.
To the dark place?
A dark place, yeah.
Not
We
the
don't know
dark
where,
place. Pico says, if Brody, KO, and Ivar was in a triple threat, who would win and why?
Brody, second name.
Kevin Owens.
Okay. Kevin Owens,
Why?
because he's the only popular one. He's the one that's going to sell the most tickets.
Ticket selling. Oh, shit.
Remember how good he was? Kevin Owens, when he wrestled Roman. And he got handcuffed.
Oh. Yeah.
I think it was Paul Heyman that handcuffed though, right? And he couldn't get unhandcuffed.
Something
so it,
like that.
Screwed the whole thing up.
Yeah. Vindicator says, so Dalitha, do you plan on streaming Weird Hours for a throwaway pay-per-view like King of the Ring?
Yes. King of the Ring, yes. Forbidden Door, probably not.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't. We did the first year. We didn't do it last year.
I don't want to do that one. It's just annoying and dumb.
Maybe WWE Superstars will be in it. There's that Ginger for the Knicks. Is he smelling his fingers?
Probably stuck his finger up somebody's butt.
Gave him a
Shame.
choke slam.
Robbie's like, great main event.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Adam Copeland with the spear right there. Didn't even knock him down. And that's his finisher. Oh. There's a big old kick right to the middle of the chest. That'll break your back.
Oh, picture! Don't go anywhere! They're gonna show you what's what. And the who's in the house.
Or the infamous time loop. Oh, the Lazarus.
I think that's called being crazy.
Well, yeah, but if you order the same pizza every time. Owie, 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 owie. Hopefully we get some good news on Friday.
Yeah, see if we can figure out what's going on with him.
Whatever it is and why it only affects the front of him.
It's just what that stuff does. Like, I read it, and it only will affect this part of their... It won't affect the back at all. That's why I was pretty sure that's what it is. But I don't know what's causing it.
Right. Maybe he's allergic to Wellington. It was
Maybe
funny,
he's allergic
he
to
put
our
Wellington
house.
in his mouth.
Yeah, but if that was the case, it would have
did it
happened a
back.
lot sooner than it did.
Well, yeah, well, I don't have a clue what it is. I don't think we got anything new or did anything different.
I didn't think we had either, but unless it's just overtime thing, I guess. I don't know. Seat back protector.
That is a thick mattress. They're IntelliCoiled. Oh, there is picture-in-picture. I guess I could be talking about what's happening over there. Brody King is stomping on his kidneys. He ain't giving a fuck. Hey, there's the girl that was showing her boobs earlier.
Yeah, boobs.
So, since Dylan Mulvaney is a girl, what's his name when he's a girl?
I have no idea. No, it's a
Daisy?
dude. What? No matter what, it's still a guy. Vindicator says deep down, Duluth wants to come to the dark side and fully shed herself of the irritation as WWE and their foreign market pandering. LOL.
Global pandering.
Yeah, probably not. AEW annoys me now more than WWE is. Piccolo says, aren't most AEW main events no DQ anyway? Yeah, and don't worry, they'll go like 10 minutes over.
Yeah, they're
because,
probably
God
going to go
forbid.
overtime also. And we've already been, what do we got? 14 minutes left, 13 minutes left. And they're going to go over.
Mm-hmm.
This can't be the main event. It's not going to last that long, is it? Jesus.
Yeah. They're going to let him last that long.
Brother.
Bro.
Brah. Oh. That was a metal cage he just ran into at full speed. Uh-oh. Adam Copeland hits him with a chair. Kind of a cheater. I didn't realize that Copeland was such a cheater. Copeland, you're better than this.
You would think, but I don't think he is.
Quit cheating.
Cheater McCheater 10s.
Is it cheating if there's no rules?
I don't know.
I feel like it is.
Is it?
I feel like it is.
But there's no rules.
I know.
So it can't be cheating, right?
That's the thing, is it? I feel like it is. Pile driver. Now, Edge has a surgically repaired neck, so we got to be careful here. DDT! That'll end it. So much desperation. Old Adam Copeland. So is Callis just doing the whole show? Is Taz gone or something? That's why Callis is there? Just seems weird.
I don't know why Callis is there. It's weird. Maybe what's his face isn't. Maybe there's.
So I said Taz isn't there.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Ew. Is that real?
That looks like paint. That doesn't even
That
look
looks
real.
so phony. He just spit on him. Oh, he smacked him in the face. That looks phony. He's got phony blood. He's a lizard people. Lizard people.
Lizard people.
2. Malachi's going to show up at the end of this. That's why it's going to go over.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense now. So he can go after him for a chance. This was the main event last week,
too, but it was Buddy Murphy. Because they're building up to him and Malachi.
Yeah, makes sense.
Here he comes. We know this one. It's a support. He's going to stick it in his mouth. Oh, God.
Yeah, look at all of it. There's so much of it everywhere.
Yeah, it's just dripping out of him. It's just oozing out of him.
Oozing.
I think they hit an artery. Hey, this is the final break of the evening.
Final break?
Just respect it. Love it.
A final break of the evening? What? Is it, though? Is it? Let's see. Vindicator says maybe there's some tease for Blood and Guts, or they just want to carry on Moxley's legacy. Piccolo says, wait, another PIP happened? Yeah, it's happening right now. Sophie says, if NBA does go to NBC, who knows how that will affect AEW TV rights still. Why would it? Why does the NBA have anything to do with them?
They would have more money to give them, I guess, if that was the case. Is that what you're worried about? Is that they won't have the money if they sign the NBA to have AEW on there? Is that the
I don't know.
curiosity?
Just how it will affect their TV rights still, so I'm not sure.
I mean, they could change their night. Go back to Tuesday. Would be cool. Not back to Tuesday, but move to Tuesday would be cool. So I can watch NXT at the same time. Or move to Monday or Friday. would be cool. A couple of these shows together at the same time so I can watch both of them, know what's happening. Buy TNA would be cool. If one of the two businesses bought TNA. It'd make no sense for WCW or WWF to do it, but... What you watching?
Some girl putting heatless curls in her hair.
Doing what in her hair?
Heatless curls. Curlers.
Are you saying heatless?
Heat.
Oh,
Heat. Sophie says, yeah, NBA is one of the major sports that TNT has. Piccolo says, hype. Can LeBron just go away? Yeah, go away. Nobody wants you here.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's even Longoria.
Yeah, that lady. Old Brody King.
Only reason I knew that is because Evan Longoria was a baseball player.
Oh.
And I remember she was famous at that time with that Dirty Housewives or whatever.
Oh, uh-huh. Vindicator says, I wonder if AEW ring crew gets paid extra every time they have to clean up the ring mats or get new ones. Piccolo says, his team lost. Don't want to see his commercials. Sophie says, and plus we don't know if SmackDown will move nights when they move to the USA Network, and still don't know if Raw will move nights once the deal starts. Vindicator says, we got a this is awesome chant, something that never happened on Raw, LOL. Okay. Piccolo's like, I am literally hating the player, laughing. I agree. You should hate the player.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like them to do wrestling all together. Raw, SmackDown, AEW, NXT, just do it all in one night.
All in one night.
Just get it over with. Just kidding. No, what I would like to see is Raw go to 2 hours, be on Monday. AEW be 2 hours, go to Tuesday. SmackDown would be great on Wednesday. Or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then do NXT and Collision on Thursday. And then, I don't know, Ring of Honor and the others on Friday, but none of the major companies.
Right.
I just want Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Thursday. Not Friday. Sorry. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Vindicator says, usually I hate the player and the game.
Oh, Jesus. He basically wrestles like Kevin Owens, but just a bigger version of him. But Copeland's too good. He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
Right.
How many other guys in this company can say that? Arn Anderson?
Oh, is
Tully
he still
Blanchard?
around?
I don't know. Jake the Snake?
Sophie says WWE gave NBCU like $25 million to keep Raw on USA Network for the rest of the year. A good move. If they didn't do that move, who knows what they would have done with Raw for the last 3 months.
They could have just put it on their network. But it would have been weird, since they're not using their network.
Right.
But Peacock might have paid for it. Said, oh shit, we can have Raw for 3 months. We'll give you $30 million.
Right.
Uh-oh. Pile driver. That's it. Broke his neck. It's over. Game's over. Arms went numb. Numbness in his toenails. Do you have numbness in your toenails?
No, that's a weird thing to say.
Toenails?
No, numbness in them. Who gets numb in their toenails?
It's a joke. When you're paralyzed, you can't feel your toes.
Oh, Pickle says about 5 of these dummies. Nice, 5.
But that would be my dream. Either SmackDown and Raw back-to-back days so they can still do a 4-day weekend for major pay-per-views like WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That would be awesome. Move NXT to Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, it couldn't be Tuesday.
It's already
so
on
Wednesday.
Tuesdays.
Move it to Wednesdays. Do Dynamite on Monday or Tuesday. I doubt wrestling fans are going to be like, oh, I can't watch one because the other one's on.
Pickle says, obviously Jim Ross and Mark Henry, Hall of Famers.
Oh, there you go.
Sophie says WWE does need TV time to build to all their pay-per-views.
Wait,
though without TV time, they might lose fans.
Has Mark Henry already been in the Hall of Fame, though?
I don't know.
I think he's a Hall of Famer, just like the Big Show, but I don't know if they're in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know.
I know is JR in the Hall of Fame? I'm not even sure JR made it in the Hall of Fame yet. I meant like people that are actually in the Hall of Fame.
Pickle says, I'd be upset if Dustin Rhodes doesn't go into the Hall of Fame.
There's another one, Dustin. Shaq's been on here a few times. Jade Cargill is here.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be a Hall of Famer. Just kidding. Although she probably will be. 2 and 3. It's over. Brody King can't compete with the WWE Hall of Famer. Can they say that? I wonder if they can say it since it is. It just is, right?
Right. I don't know.
He is a WWE Hall of Famer.
Right.
They say, oh, a win for the WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's anything that would be inappropriate.
Pickle says yes. Sophie says Jim Ross is in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He went like 20 years ago. Pickle says they both are in the Hall of Fame. So Mark Henry and Jim Ross.
Mark Henry's been inducted, huh?
Oh no.
Let it rain. Oh God, look at this
that guy's gonna help him.
He looks like he's been boating all day. The gas station attendant's going crazy.
Oh, Pickle says JR went in around 07 with the King. Sophie says, I don't see any current AEW wrestlers get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame unless WWE and AEW make some sort of deal. Big Show isn't in the Hall of Fame. Edge is.
I know Edge is. I just wasn't sure if Henry was. Ric Flair is. He's on here, I guess.
Yeah. That guy's such a dweeb.
How about an active wrestler?
I don't know. Is he going to whack him with a chair?
No.
Oh.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, it's the Quitter. Ugh, gross. No. No, Taki. No. Sophie says Mark Henry went into the Hall of Fame like a year or two before AEW became a thing. Pickle says, did Mox finally get his vacay since Renee is not around? Must have, I guess. Who knows? I don't watch the other 2 shows, so I don't know if he's on any of those.
AEW is where the best wrestle. She thrives.
Quitter. She's just a loser face. Loser face. Loser face. Loser,
hey, look,
loser.
she's going to be promoting AEW. They can put the company on her. She's going to be courtside at the Red Sox game, at the Boston Celtics game, and then she's going to be throwing out the first pitch at the Boston Red Sox game.
Wow, those poor teams. It's definitely not something you want representing you, a quitter. Twitter representing. Yeah, so it was like, so AEW Nitro.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer person. She's like, why did I lose a year? Am I not as good as I used to be? Why? What did I do to deserve this? You quit?
Ugh, I hate everything about this person.
She just said, I am that bitch. She thinks she's that bitch now.
And now I hate her even more. Congratulations, you guys, and your Twitter pants that you guys like so much. Now she's a fucking stealer of shit that isn't even hers. So it says, imagine if the WWE did take a break before their Netflix still. Who knows how that will affect their pay-per-views? Who knows? Maybe you will someday.
There's
somehow.
still more.
You'll tell
Now
us
it's Adam
all
Copeland
about
in the back. So he wants a title shot on Saturday? They're gonna have a match on Saturday for the TNT title.
He took his beard off and just like chopped off this part of his mustache. The way his hair is just like Hitler.
Dear God, is this never gonna end?
I don't know, but I'm leaving.
The show does not end until they say it's over. Oh, that's right. We gotta find out who the fourth member is gonna be, or the fourth and fifth, or the third and fourth. We'll get there.
On the other side, because they have all their people.
Is this the greatest group ever assembled of talent in wrestling history?
No.
You don't think it is? Greatest tag team ever, the greatest Japanese wrestler ever, the greatest dinosaur guy that hangs out with you. I don't know what he is. Jungle Boy. The best bout machine says, get well soon, and blow him a kiss. Are you listening?
No, I'm not listening to anything these people have to say.
Unwell people. Tony Khan, I know you're watching. I'm gonna fall asleep.
I know. That's why I'm having to do something else, because it's terrible. People's like, oh, yeah, bleh.
Come on, Kenny.
Exactly.
Yeah, EVP triggered on EVP. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, we're getting anarchy in the arena. Well, here comes them. So who's the two that they're going to get? Ric Flair and Sting.
That'd be perfect.
Who'd they get? No, fuck you. Oh.
Why are we secure off of this garbage?
Well, there's gonna be two of them, so who the other one gonna be? Eddie fucking Kingston. Are you kidding me?
It was like so lackluster. And he was like, wow.
And Daniel Bryan. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even want to watch the match now. It's literally got, what, 4 guys I don't even like?
All of them for me, but okay. Vindicator says, well, Bryanson in this brawl ruins it for me, but see you next Wednesday, guys.
Fuck.
Feels like, so what's Joey Janela and Sunny Kiss doing here?
Right. Would have been cooler.
Would have been way cooler. This would have been way more entertaining. This fucking Kiss than fucking Russell.
Oh my god, can it get over anytime soon? We're 10 minutes over.
Yeah, I don't know why we're still watching it. Alright, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight for AEW Dynamite. We'll be back again on Friday for WWE SmackDown, so join us then.
And
we'll see ya.
thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.